camping trip, and I thought it would be fun to do a little mini vlog on my YouTube of us being on our little tent camping trip. So we're literally like 40 minutes away from where we live, which is like not far, but we're at Tishomingo State Park, and I've been here tons of times. I came here growing up as a kid, hiking and all the things, but lately me and Tucker have wanted to unplug. Tucker is my husband, and it's been really nice to be able to come here and just honestly be in nature, not have Wi-Fi, not have anything, and yeah. I don't usually do vlogs. Everything that I do on my YouTube is pretty information based, and you know, I talk about being fully feminine, having healthy lifestyle during womanhood, like more holistic side of like nutrition and stuff on my page. But I thought it would be fun to do a little mini vlog and talk a little bit about how I am actually starting to implement some of like this soft womanhood, feminine tendencies into my own life. And one way that I'm doing that is trying to unplug more and trying to de-stress more, because as someone who is a business owner and entrepreneur, married to somebody who's also a business owner and entrepreneur, our lives are very hectic, very fast-paced, and very stressful a lot of the time. And today, it was Saturday, I helped my sister move into her new house, and then Tucker, my husband, played in a golf tournament this morning, and when he got home a little bit after lunch, I was like, I feel restless. I want to relax. I want to do something. If we're around our house, since it's not finished being renovated yet, I feel like I need to do something there. So we decided to pack up and just drive 30 to 40 minutes down the road and go to Tishomingo State Park and tent camp. And I grew up camping, but I grew up camping in an RV, which is a lot different. But we love the idea of tent camping, and we wanted to test it out because we did get a new tent from a friend. And yeah, we wanted to test it out and see how we liked it, because this potentially could be a new thing for us. We've always gotten into different hobbies together as a couple, and I think that this would be something perfect to do, especially as we're wanting to, like, in the next year or two, start a family. I think the idea of, like, tent camping with babies is so fun, and I think the tent camping sites here are called like provincial sites because they have no electricity, they have no gas hookup, nothing. It's just a platform, your tent, and like whatever firewood you can get. And I'm gonna show you around our little campsite, but first I wanted to talk a little bit about a book I've been reading, and it's Ina May's Guide to Childbirth. I love this book, and I love anything that Ina May does. I'm going through all her books before we start trying to conceive, and in Ina May's Guidebook to Childbirth, the entire first half is just women talking about their birth stories, and it's a lot of these stories are recent, but then some of them are even from like the 70s when Ina May Gaskin had the farm, which was like a place where women went to during the 70s in like middle to southern Tennessee, which is not too far away from where I'm from. She actually had a place called the farm where her and her midwife stayed, lived among other women who had no support but didn't want to have abortions. They came to the farm and they had natural births, and even though, like, I was telling my husband about it and he doesn't always get it, he thinks it sounds kind of cultish, but I think it sounds like so strong with community. And in the 70s they were living in tents and stuff, and I was like, wow, really timely, because we're tent camping right now. But anyways, I will talk a little bit more about my prenatal reading list soon. Things that I've read before I got pregnant, and I'm not pregnant now, but things that I am going to read into pregnancy, hopefully once I do become pregnant. But yeah, anyways, let's go look at our campsite, because right now I'm a little bit further away because I did not want to vlog in front of my husband and talk to the camera like a weirdo, but I don't even care. This place is so cute. I haven't been on the trails in a long time here, but we love Tucker. This is our cabin, or not our cabin, our tent on a platform, and then kind of swampy, but then goes out to this. You can see other people camping across the way. I love that little area. There's been geese everywhere. And we have the essentials over here. Dollar General haul. I have my fire poking stick, very important. We are doing pizza, actually. Pizza on the grill. I cannot wait to light this fire. Like, we came with our books, very prepared to just relax. A lot of campgrounds I've been to are all wood, but this has a stone and concrete, like all, like camping and tent camping and regular camping or RV camping sites have brick or concrete or stone picnic tables and stuff, and I just love that. I feel like this feels so like cottagey. There's moss everywhere. It's just perfect. There's tons of rocks. We made it back from our camping trip. I'm in my little office, and I wanted to recap a little bit of what our camping trip was like. It was honestly so good, and I did not film any of it other than what you'll see in this video because my phone went dead, and also my camera was almost dead because we literally decided to go camping like 15 minutes before we left, and we hiked, we made a fire, we slept not very late because of the sunrise and stuff, but it was so good. My nervous system just felt so regulated, and we came back home. Tucker has a golf tournament, so he's doing that, and I'm just chilling around our house. And I plan to do an entire house tour and an explanation of why we downsized so much and stuff, but I'll save that for its own video because I have like a few things that I want to add into our house that are more like holistic based, and we're just not done with it yet. But yeah, I'm gonna continue with my little cozy vlog, and as you can see, my hair is wet. Since not many people watch my YouTube, I didn't feel the need to get done up, really. I took an everything shower after we had been in the wilderness for over 24 hours, and I feel like a completely different person, but I am too tired to do anything as far as the looks are concerned. But I wanted to talk a little bit about other things I've been doing that have been really good for my nervous system and have been really good for just getting myself out of hustle mode, which we can be in so often because we might have either like a business that we're working towards, or we might be pushing ourselves when it comes to our diet and the way we look and our workouts and all the things, or we could just be someone who is like super self-sacrificing and puts everybody ahead of ourselves and just takes care of everyone else around you and never fills up your own cup. And I think we kind of need to learn to have some time for ourselves. So I wanted to share a few things that I've been doing. I've been doing a lot of DIY stuff lately, and I feel like creating and the process of creation for a woman is just so therapeutic and so life-giving. And so I've been doing a lot of DIYs with our house. I've done DIYs with like Roman shades and our bathrooms, and even sourcing things for a gallery wall of pictures that I'm going to put up in our living room, and just different stuff like that. But some of the other things that I've been doing that have been more DIY have been like fun crafts. Like I've gotten into beading lately, and I have a few other things that I'm wanting to get into as well. So I put on my TikTok all of the necklaces I created, but I've even gotten to where I'm like creating necklaces for my friends and sending them a cute card with it. But one thing that I really want to get into is needlepoint. So I printed out a needlepoint canvas that I can paint and then craft myself. It's going to be pretty big, and it's going to say what's the best that could happen, because I feel like that's something that we've really lived by in the last few years, is what's the best that could happen as far as like our careers or whatever, just a good reminder. And then Hobby Lobby is going to stop carrying the McCall brand of sewing patterns, which is a really old brand, but they're very like famous and well known for their patterns. And when I saw that they were 99 cents instead of their usual like $20, I went and got a bunch, because 99 cents, like, that's not bad. But I have like a bunch of things that I'm going to sew. I'm so excited about this bucket hat to sew. My head's kind of big, so like I need to have like an actual sewn to my size bucket hat. But then there's like so cute. I really love the ones with like pajamas, because I want to make some really cute pajamas, because I love pajamas, I love robes and all the things. I'm really excited about the robe though. I think I'm going to do like a really timeless looking floral robe. I want to be more in my like dress, feminine era. Like a lot of times I do just wear like t-shirts and athleisure, and I feel like I'm getting out of that point in my life, because I'm in my late 20s, I'm married, I'm a business owner, I hopefully will be a mom in the next few years. Like I don't feel like running around in like short Lululemon is who I am, So I got a few things that I could sew. This was something that I was like, people are going to make fun of me when I make this, but I'm totally making this for myself because I'm obsessed with this era. So this is like a Jane Austen pattern, and it is like the literal thing that not Jane Austen wore, but like Jane Austen characters wear, like in Pride and Prejudice and Sensibility and Emma, just that whole time frame. So cute, and I cannot wait to sew this pattern. And I'm gonna obviously try to wear it as like a Halloween, I guess, or some sort of dress. I can't just wear it around the house. That would be kind of weird, but I don't know. I wouldn't put anything past myself. I saw this dress at Anthropologie a few weeks ago, and it was $200. And I saw this pattern and I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna do that instead. And I even plan on doing like maybe like a shirt that kind of coincides, same type of pattern. But I loved these patterns. I grew up learning how to sew with my grandma, and we sewed my American Girl doll clothes, and so that was a throwback, even though I don't have a daughter, but I do have friends that have daughters, so I might make those for them. My favorite things that I found were Laura Ashley vintage patterns, and I think these are going to be so cute because they're like still in style now. Some of these Laura Ashley patterns, I thought that was super cute, even if it's like a cover-up. I thought this was super cute. Just these so vintage things. I found a lot of Laura Ashley stuff that I think is cute and vintage. My mom bought a baby bed the other day that she said looked like Laura Ashley brand, and I love what it looks like. I'm going to steal it from her when the time comes. I loved this Laura Ashley like robe and gown set that you can make. I think this would look so pretty, like floral. This person did like a cream and purple floral situation. I think that's so beautiful. So yeah, creation and crafting and like making a home, also kind of making my capsule wardrobe has been how I've been able to really decompress lately as somebody who's really busy, and I feel like I work a lot. Of course, working out historically has been like my getaway, my way, to decompress. And in the last 2 years, I don't know if it's because I've spent years personal training and then I spent years just training for different things like a half marathon or a triathlon, or just training in hopes that my body would be like the fittest I've ever been. And I feel like I reached those goals, and I think I got a little burnt out, honestly, when it came to working out. And so now I kind of just work out in order to be healthy. I don't really have any outstanding goals with that, and maybe it'll change later on. But right now I feel like I'm in the mode where I want to create a home. I want to create my capsule wardrobe. I'm about to actually go to Lowe's and look at their landscaping stuff, because I want to landscape our house to make it look like a cozy English fairy cottage. So we're thinking like hydrangeas, these things that look kind of like lavender, and then like hostas, and like all these good things that can grow where I'm at, but also look very cottagey. But the main thing I've wanted to do is just to slow down and create as much as possible. And because, when you think of rest, a lot of people, when they rest, they just rot on their couch and watch TV, or they rot and scroll through Instagram. And I don't want to continue witnessing other humans being humans. If this makes sense. Like, I don't want to watch somebody on Instagram create their dream garden. I want to create my dream garden. I don't want to watch somebody in a movie travel or reinvent themselves. Like, I want to reinvent myself. I don't want to be a spectator, really. I think that a lot of times, especially nowadays, women get insecure because they aren't doing what they know they need or want to do, and they become chronic spectators. And I think that for a while I was kind of in that place where I was spectating a lot, and I have always hated being a spectator. I don't like to watch sports. I like to play them. I don't, I want to be in the action. So I think creating is a way for me to, for one, use that creative muscle in my mind, because my job is very scientific. It's very factual based. I think using the left brain part of me to create something and to make something out of nothing or some materials is really, I don't know, I feel like that's what humans were created to do. And I feel like as far as women go, you just kind of innately want to create beautiful things like jewelry or clothes or a cute Roman shade or a cute garden. So I might bring my YouTube along for the next few things that I do when it comes to creating and everything, because even though this is not exactly health-based, it's my YouTube channel, so I can pretty much do whatever I want. But also, I think that health is at this point like a very vague term. And I think when it comes to our mental health, our brain health, our well-being as humans, we have to have some sort of outlet. And if we're always go, 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 and then when we do slow down, it being a crash and we're just rotting on our couch and we're not doing anything with our lives, I think that's when we become our most insecure, our most vulnerable, our most depressed. And I just don't want to be in that place. And I don't feel like I am. So we're really just preventing that. But yeah, so that's what I wanted to show for now. And I may show a little bit more of what my Sunday looks like or what this week looks like, trying to slow down between work and just different obligations. Hey you guys, so it's Thursday and I've not vlogged since the last time I did a video. But I have been just having a slower week this week. Actually, no, it's Wednesday. That really explains it. But it's Wednesday. The last 2 days, I've really just been doing some fun things. So Monday, I worked a little bit on painting some Christmas ornaments. And they've turned out pretty cute. I'm not great at painting though. This one's my favorite. Love it. It's oranges are supposed to be. But Tucker said it looked like peaches, and he's right. But I have tons of ornaments that I don't really want anymore. But I'm not going to throw them away. I'm going to just craft with them as a way to kind of regulate my nervous system in the afternoons and have something good to do with my hands and to focus on instead of watching TV. But I plan, even though these are pretty cute, I'm not a super glitz, glammy, glitter type of girl. I'm more of like a cottagecore, like floral or velvet when it comes to Christmas type of person. So I think I'm going to find some cute napkins at Hobby Lobby or at Marshall's and then get Mod Podge and Mod Podge these and just repurpose my my Christmas ornaments. But the last 2 days have been good. I feel like this is like an ideal week in the life. Yesterday I was able to kind of have a slower day with my work, and I went to Oxford and picked up my new kitchen counter, or not my kitchen countertops, my new kitchen island. So my brother-in-law made this. I'm so proud of it. It is red oak, and it's raw wood right now. We have to treat it, and so I'm not putting anything on it, but we are finishing our little house, and I think it's just the perfect size island. We told him what size we wanted, and I love it. I can't wait to bake with it, to put some flowers on it. I don't know what I'm going to put on the bottom, if anything. My sister-in-law had suggested, like, if I wanted to, it might be cute to like hang some of my pans from there. I actually thought that was a great idea, and I never thought of that, so I might do it. And then yesterday afternoon, I had cookbook club, and I made a apple strudel crumble sort of thing for cookbook club. I wish I had some left over. It was so good. I ate some of it this morning because I made it with almond flour, and I tried to make it a little bit healthier. And so I was able to eat it with protein just a little bit with coffee and breakfast and finish it off because all the girls did eat it last night. But I just love things like that. Cookbook club is where you go each month, a different girl hosts, and we let them pick out the cookbook that they want to use. And it can be a cookbook that's online, or it can be a cookbook you own. And you send the recipes that you want people to make. You assign them to people, or people will volunteer for them. And then you send them screenshots of like the recipe, and they make them. And then we talk about the recipe, talk about how we liked it, how we either didn't like the recipe, what we did differently, if we did anything differently. And then we just talk and have good conversation. And I love it. It's a little bit different than the supper club that I do. A lot of these girls are a little bit older than me. They have kids. They're a bit more established. I'm in my late 20s. Most of them are in their mid, maybe even late 30s. But I love the group, and I think it's so fun. And it's a little bit different from supper club because supper club is more girls my age, and we're just kind of getting together, and one person who's hosting cooks, and we just hang out. We might do a fun activity. But yeah, so that has been like my slow lifestyle this week. I still need to finish this, but it's fine. And then I actually went to the grocery store today. And I went to the nursery, the plant nursery today, because I want to redo, well, not really redo because they're non-existent, but we have flower beds that I want to put stuff in, and I want it to be really cottagecore like. So I talked to the local nursery people, and they helped me get together a landscape plan. I'm supposed to go and pick out some landscaping sometime soon, so we can hopefully do it this weekend. Super fun. But today I went and grocery shopped, and I got a bunch of stuff, and I'm so excited about what I'm gonna be making this week. So today I just did something super easy. They had pulled ribs, beef ribs, on sale. So I bought 2 packs of them, and I've had them in my little crock pot. And then we're gonna do these grain-free siete taco shells with them and do some cheese. And then I thought about doing some cheesy cauliflower to go on the side, although I don't feel like my husband's gonna really like that. So we might just do rice. But I got the stuff to make butternut squash mac and cheese. It's gonna be grain-free. I found a grain-free noodle that I really like. So we're gonna do a grain-free cauliflower, well, actually I might actually put some cauliflower in with it too. But grain-free, I'm looking outside because it's so pretty. I have not been able to focus lately. We're doing a grain-free butternut squash mac and cheese with bacon, and I thought about putting peas with it, but I don't know, it may ruin it, I don't know. We might just do bacon, ranch, chicken with it. Thought that would be good together. I got this stuff for chicken and healthy wontons, and then I also got I'm gonna do like lasagna pasta. I don't know how this is gonna go. I wanted lasagna. I could not find a grain-free lasagna, and I'm not gonna make one from scratch, to be honest. So I just got some grain-free noodles that I like, and we're gonna do a grain-free lasagna pasta with ricotta cheese and all the things. I think I might do it like a pasta bake. And I'm trying to think of what else I got. I got a bunch of stuff. I felt like I spent so much money, but I probably only got stuff for like a week, maybe. Usually what I've been doing is I will do a good dinner, and I'll have the leftovers for lunch. And then usually I'll just do a hard-boiled egg or a almond flour muffin, or I'll do an omelet bake for breakfast. So I'm pretty excited about everything that I got. Also, not sure how I'm gonna do this, but I got, not that it's like the healthiest, but it's gluten-free and it's made with rice flour. I think it's gonna be really good. From Walmart, I got the Better Goods gluten-free pancake and maple syrup muffin mix. And I actually might put this with cheese and sausage and make sausage balls. But yeah, I wanted to share a little bit about like how I meal prep, how I meal plan. Lately it's not super structured because we don't really have to be structured at this point. Me and my husband don't have traditional jobs, and we don't have like your regular 8 to 5. And right now we're just kind of relaxing before business gets very busy, and we don't have kids. So I think that makes things easier too right now. But yeah, I don't really like the EMFs of them all, but I did order off of TikTok this like $40 dupe for the Apple cordless headphones. And I'm so excited, y'all. This is them. I hope they work really well. I'm about to test them out. I'm about to go and walk a little bit since luckily it's crock pot season and my dinner's already ready. But it came with a little aux cord thing and then a charger, of course. They had so many colors, but my husband said that I needed something neutral, and I thought this would go with my MacBook because I do my podcast and sometimes I have these on. But I mean, I think they look good so far. Very comfortable. But yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna go on a walk. I've really needed some new headphones because I had some that go into your ear, and I feel like after I've had them for literally 8 years, like as long as cordless headphones have been out, I've had these $30 earbuds, and I honestly, it's embarrassing to say, I think they're giving me like an ear infection because they're so old. And I try to clean them, but you know, you can only get into the crevices so much. And yeah, my ears just feel bad. So I'm about to go and walk in our neighborhood. I didn't even think about these not being charged. It's fine. But I wanted to show you like what it looks like a little bit outside our house. You can't really see it all that well, but I feel like the sunshine is just doing so much. Hello, so I am ending out my vlog here. My little vlog. We've had a good week. We're ending the week in a fun way. I have a fall party tonight, and then I'm hanging out with a friend after. She's gonna come over to my house. And so you have to make your favorite fall recipe. I don't have a favorite fall recipe, and bring it to the party tonight. But I decided I'm gonna do a healthy butternut squash mac and cheese. I've made this before, and I know my husband does not want me to make it for him. So I think this is a good opportunity because he's on a camping trip. I'm gonna be golfing all week. So I'm making that. And then while I'm waiting for this to cook, I'm also, doing my homemade Christmas ornaments. I'm making cute pomegranates, and I think they're just gonna be so darling. And I'm also gonna make some figs. That's why these purplish ones are here. And we're just crafting and DIYing all weekend and resting really well. I'm just really excited about it. I've been talking to a lot of people in my life about how I've been trying to rest more, and I think I'm doing a pretty good job at it right now. But yeah, that's it. That's what we're doing. I hope you enjoyed this little vlog of my week from Sunday to Saturday, actually from Sunday to Friday. But yeah, join me next time for my vlog. I may actually continue to vlog and just start anew tomorrow and just take you through my weekend and then my week next week. But for now, bye.